Alright, everybody, I just speed ran setting up a stream. I have to update the chat, though, so I can actually see it. So, this is... Welcome to Money... Hold on. Let me... Get... I just speed ran setting this up, and this is something I've been meaning to do for, like... About, a month now. This is coming... Oh, again, fruit. Don't call me that. I'm here. Oh, the chat not update? Hold on. Oh, wait, no, it's updating. Welcome, Brian, to Monument Mythos. Just as a heads up, though, this is. I know, Dominus, you said you were 9. This is a scary video show. Time for Gray, yep. So, just a heads up, this is like a horror theme. Well, then again, we were playing Five Nights at Freddy's, so I guess it's not too bad. But, without further ado, Monument Mythos. Season 1 trailer. It's fine. There she goes. It will all make sense and do. Oh, there. Yep, she's gone. What is this? It's Monument Mythos by Mr. Manticore. The Monument Mythos, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am, it won't happen again. This is an ad! I can't show these! Get out of here! They don't pay me to show these! I'm not gonna give you ads. It's the grayscale. No, it's fine, don't worry about it. Okay. Ad block. No, I want to give them money. They deserve it. Here we have the French. Although the statue was intended to be a gift to the US ambassador or just to follow the president's... Should I read along or can you guys... Oh yes, the first episode, Liberty Lurker. "4 years. Ceased." Hold on, I'm, like, slightly too far to the right. There we go. Americans. Statue underwent extensive reservations behind the changes titled STLI. I can't read that. Right entrance for sustenance, install engine assist. Oh, okay. Engine. So what is it? You'll see in due time. Axle. It's axle, that's what it is. Wheels. Did you know that the Statue of Liberty has wheels? Did you know? The entrance. Stairs. The drain. Waste storage. The sign was... That's just what New York is like. I remember hearing the other families have to say they wanted to return to Milan. Where is Milan? Let me Google this. Probably something to do with war or something. Have you gone to New York? No. I don't do cities. Is it actual info? Yes, this is totally real. Don't worry about it. This is actually what happens when you go to New York. You get led out by the government officials into the statue. And you do not leave, sorry. How long is this episode is? Oh wait, hold on. Guys, it's the Liberty Lurker. There he goes. Up there, bye. If you or a loved one have peeped the horror, you are entitled to financial compensation, by the way. Oh, it's Alex Casanas, not Alex Kansas. Stream? When I get tired. Are you a liberal? I'm a fox. With a pumpkin on my head. Not seeing the appeal? What, you don't like the beast?
Feel like a million and find your plan during open enrollment. Healthcare.gov is here for millions, like you.
Here's Mount Rushmore. What beast? You didn't... Don't worry about it. No. The government fund mass murder if it's labeled a national monument. Every day, execution occurs on 2,600 American landmarks. Does America even have that many landmarks? The blood of liberty will be avenged. The souls of Lincoln will be freed. Big hole, yep. That's where they keep the beasts. I will introduce infection Monday through Friday. I don't know. It's not politics, it's a beast. Listen, you haven't seen the crab yet. It'll make sense when the crab shows up. Never voted. What? This is what Mount Rushmore looks like. There's George Washington, Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt. The fourth guy. It's Tuesday. Yep. Who's blinking up there? Wednesday. What's happening? Oh, waiting for the infection. Normal. Something's up there. Oh, what could it be? Friday. It's okay. Normal. Streaming. Oh man. Please remove Link's cap. That's the funniest bit. Please remove Limbs cap. No, those sound like how I'm 21. Sound like ominous noises, but wildlife is just like that in America. God, these cameramen suck. They can't even get in focus. That's what the presidents look like now. Power Sport smells like baby powder nowadays. I think it comes from the stuff that the workers put on their heads. You're from watching Lincoln every night powdering it like a baby. Hannah McElroy, local photographer. What could it mean? Rushmore Revenge. October 2020. What? Hey! I don't even have children. Get out of here. You don't pay me to show this. It's even happening, all will tell. Alcatraz attack. This is one. See, this is a good one. You guys will get this. This one you like. Alcatraz. 2 days before therapy. All will tell. When, eventually. Kinda. Listen, there's gonna be a crab. This is a map of Alcatraz. Every prison has fortifications. How old are you? I'm 21. A tunnel. Every prison needs a tunnel. Every prison needs reservoirs, and mitochondria, and a water tower. And a morgue. People die. We need one of those. And a stockyard. And a detector shed. What's it detecting? Who knows? That's for it to know. A main prison, as well as ribosomes. I don't know. Ruins. Listen, even the show doesn't know sometimes. It's okay. Wait, no, I think... Was that the hemoglobin? I think the hemoglobin... Every prison needs a hemoglobin. I'm 21, stop asking! Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the prison cell. This is known, that's why you need them. Alright, the tennis court. Every prison needs a tennis court as well. Alcatrazosis. This is how Alcatraz is born. This is where all prisons come from. You guys remember this? It's 9 plus 10. You guys remember this from science class? You guys know where prisons come from. Oh. Anyway, it's time to start blasting Alcatraz. You'll learn it in science class, don't worry. Did you know that Alcatraz moves? Here you can see it spinning. There it goes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. There it goes. Can you help me with... No, you need to do your classwork by yourself. Yeah, this is my Halloween outfit. I'll be the Able Gamer. Yeah, it's doing a little bit of trolling. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. As of 2020, the Alcatraz zone extends to West Texas. You or a loved one might be living in the Alcatraz zone. Did you know?
Now that Roe v. Wade
Hey!
is gone, Ted Budd
You don't pay me to show your ads.
Abortion ban, risking our health and threatening doctors with jail. But
I was
politicians
for the Can you be a water? Taco Bell? No, this is not. What? Dean is here, everyone. Dean is here. This is the most important video. Okay, if you weren't impressed now, you should. Now you should be impressed. This is the most important video you will ever see. I'm pointing at the screen right now. You can't see it. Dean is here, everybody.
During a program of ABC Evening News, anchor Peter Jennings told viewers to look forward to next week for a special broadcast of national significance. Jennings would continue to remind viewers of the special broadcast
Remember
over the next
the special broadcast.
even referring to it at one point as the most unprecedented announcement in recent history. A week after its first mention, Jennings reminded viewers of the special
You'll figure out who Dean is.
asking them to pay attention later that night for an exclusive look at the greatest gift to the American people. Due to the anticipation built over the week, over 60 million Americans tuned into ABC, waiting for the evening news to end and for the special broadcast to begin. There were countless theories as to what would occur, from the announcement of alien life to the declaration of an all-out nuclear war. Speculation was brewing intensely. Once the evening news program ended, a black screen with a 10-second countdown commenced with the title Dean Democracy. Some viewers, so terrified of the threat of nuclear war, reportedly experienced nervous breakdowns and ran down the street, declaring that Dean Democracy was the code name for an all-out nuclear holocaust.
What is Dean Democracy? What is it?
All fears were soon replaced with tears of joy and an excitement not seen since the end of World War II.
Here he comes.
What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home.
It's Dean! It's the Deanster. Let's go.
Seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of
Woo!
thousands of viewers erupted into celebration.
It's Dean!
Although other candidates had promised to end the Vietnam War, none had so accurately expressed the same anger that they had felt, which Dean had perfectly conveyed in a 15-second broadcast.
It's Dean!
Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled.
Yeah, screw the other shows. Put Dean on again.
Dean's presidential announcement.
Yeah!
The broadcast was watched again by
Why
over
do I
60
know?
million Americans, and the parties continued for the rest of the week.
Let's go. It's Dean.
Due to repeated assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party presidential debates were canceled for the 1968 election season. However, this proved to be no issue for Dean, as polls indicated that he was in the lead for the entirety of 1967 and 1968.
I don't get it.
Despite having had fewer public appearances and rallies than any other candidate.
Morning. Yeah!
The strength of his campaign
Non-US
relied on
citizen.
powerful
As you know,
would air every Friday
if you'll figure it out, JFK survived the assassination attempt, and James Dean is going to be the president
and went on to
of
become the highest
1969.
rated
Star
show
Trek!
since the conclusion of Star Trek in 1967. Although a presidential debate was eventually scheduled 2 weeks before the election,
Everything
James
about
Dean
this is
instead
true about the
decided to
US.
bring Richard Nixon to a track to race cars on the same night.
Screw the debate, let's race
Nixon
cars.
eventually agreed and went to spend the entire day with Dean, reportedly even telling the actor, "To hell with it, I'm voting for you. You're already a better president than I'll ever be." This statement, although only a rumor, would spread like wildfire in tabloids and permanently curbed Nixon's chance for victory.
It's not politics. Politics is the
1968,
present. This is the past. This is known history.
Dean groups hijacked radio channels and told civilians they were fed up with James Dean and that television was
They're
ruining
sick
them.
of them. They hate the television.
The groups went on to cut hundreds of power lines in the southeast, effectively preventing any of Dean's presidential ads from reaching any household below Tennessee. Dean quickly heard of the incident and, despite the risk of an assassination, flew down to the south and quickly went to work with local electricians to repair the broken power lines. James Dean
He
would be
repaired the
met with
power
supportive
lines.
primarily younger voters who were eager to see a younger face back in the White House. Elderly white conservatives, often the parents of the younger supporters, remained in their houses and occasionally peered through their window blinds to catch a glimpse of the handsome candidate. Although it wasn't known to Dean at the time, Hate groups in the South had perpetuated the idea that he was Satan in disguise, and cited his good looks and his love for jazz as being
He
two
likes
sides of the
jazz!
devil.
He's a professional electrician. 1969, nice. Here he comes. There he is. There he goes.
James Dean is no man.
You like jazz? 19.
Elderly white conservatives in the Southeast would be the only demographic unfazed by his campaign, yet Dean continued to travel from state to state, repairing power lines for 4 days straight until the very morning of the election. On November 5th,
Good night.
1968, James Dean received 75% of the popular vote with 395 electoral votes.
Doesn't even know what jazz
Nixon
means.
congratulated Dean in a phone call the following morning, but Dean refused to acknowledge the win and instead asked to race cars.
He just wants to race cars with Nixon again. He's like, yeah, I won, okay. Can we race cars again, please? Please? Please?
On January 20th, 1969, James Dean held his inaugural address at the official Capitol Raceway. Although presidents in the past had speeches that were typically around 20 minutes, Dean spoke for less than a minute.
I have a speech, and it has the flotsam that you people expect to hear. But that's not fair. No, that's not fair at all. I'm here for all of you. It's only fair that you speak for yourselves. My words shouldn't be louder than yours. So I brought many other guests to speak. They're just people like you and I. In the same time that many other presidents have spoken by themselves, America will speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dean proceeded to introduce many groups to the microphone, including civil rights activists and Native American families. Martin Luther King Jr. would also come forward to speak in his first appearance since an attempt on his life 9 months prior. President Dean would conclude the inauguration with a brief bongo performance and went on to race Richard.
He ended his presidential speech with a bongo performance and then went to race cars again.
Disagreed with the elected president would instead celebrate Dean Democracy Day and protested by watching Dean's unique take on the address in place of the actual one.
He was great.
In a televised address, President Dean planned to inform Americans.
He was elected. His first day was 4/20/69.
Seconds into the broadcast, the audio cut out and remained absent for the remainder of the speech.
This is a great. You're right, all guns.
And took pride in the sabotage, many
Go
civilians
Dean.
claimed that it
The
benefited
Deanster.
The silent broadcast highlighted President Dean's sincere facial.
He doesn't even need to talk. Everyone just loves his
as a
facial
result of the
expressions.
stiff personalities of prior administrations. Viewers were proud to see a man in his prime at the most important position in the country. Ironically, President Dean's popularity grew after the technical difficulty, and film director Stanley Kubrick went on to call the broadcast the greatest silent film ever made.
Stanley Kubrick thinks it's the greatest silent film that's ever been made. He's the 37th president. Hat and Hoodie, I don't think you get the joke that none of this is real. I don't think you get the joke that all of this is made up. Good night, Hat and Hoodie. Oh well. I guess some people don't get my sense of humor. Okay, are you gonna scam me again with ads? I prepared this time. Yeah, perfume. You can't scam me with perfume ads this time. You're gonna miss the Lincoln Looker. Don't you want to see Lincoln Looker? And Plane? Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental U.S. The Lincoln Looker! Everybody loves the Lincoln Looker. Yeah, he's looking. Anything's on screen? Oh, oops. I'm a boo-boo the fool. Oops. My bad. Okay. Turn it up a little bit, too. On August 17th, 2003, the Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental United States. There it goes. Oh, that's good. Your internet's working? Nice. The plane is free. It's finally breaking free of its shackles. It's so nice to see animals in the wild. Oh, hey! That was around the time the, thing happened. At Mount Rushmore. Golden Gate Bridge. Nature is healing. Planes are finally being released back into the wild. There's what's left of the statue. Returning home. Oh. Now who's flying the plane? It wasn't me. Oh. It was... I wasn't flying the plane. And you weren't flying the plane. Then who did? Oh. Little creatures in there. Whoa. Don't forget to hydrate. Unauthorized. Oh, of course. You know, planes just kind of like to get up and go sometimes. Leave packages everywhere. Don't you hate when that happens? It's time for the Liberty Lurker. Or not the Liberty Lurker, the Lincoln Looker. That was Air Force One Angel. Remember this, it'll be important later. Don't advertise to me. Whoa. We got a jump scare of him. He was there for just a brief second, and then I got a Marvel ad. Here's some important American history. No, this is not what... Why did it skip to the next ad? Show me the Lincoln Looker.
I was a Lincoln Looker for 2 weeks. It was terrifying. One moment you're at home answering the door, and the next you're stuck in some kind of suit. The smell was awful in there, and the metal seat was so cold. The only thing you can do is look through 2 little holes. It was some kind of mask, and whenever the sun shined near, I could see the inside of it. It was a familiar face. Every few nights, straws would be put through the holes, and someone would feed me some weird soup.
What's your thoughts on weird soup, everyone?
But they had misidentified me, and I wasn't the correct Lincoln Looker. Reagan apologized to me personally, and I was released with some monetary compensation. They don't care if I talk about it or not. No one would take me seriously. Lincoln looking is just too absurd.
Yes, what's the question, all guns? What do you need to know about Lincoln Lookers? Or me? Or whatever. Or math. I won't be able to answer it correctly, but I can.
There's always that someone that we dislike more than everyone else. Not usually famous or important, but they've done something that's affected us personally.
Where were we supposed to... It'd be helpful. I mean, I never take notes, but I probably should.
Memory hurts. Everyone experiences this, and the president is no exception. Except he can do something about it. Every president can choose one person to be a Lincoln Looker. After their alibi is fabricated, the person is abducted from their home, and they stay a Lincoln Looker for as long as the president sits in office.
You see,
Nobody can question his decision, and
naughty and bad U.S. citizens get put in the Lincoln suit. and get fed the soup.
Lincoln Lookers have been around for a very long time.
It just did. Yeah, if you get elected the president, you just put someone you don't like in this Lincoln. Freedom? No, freedom.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number.
The Fitness Pacer test is a.
Return your call. Hey, Eunice. It's Howard. I don't know what I just saw.
This is ASMR. It's ASMR now. Hi, Howard. How's it going?
Talking to visitors, when I started to hear a faint scratching sound.
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it at first, but when I got close to the chair, I realized that the scratching was coming from inside the marble.
Yeah. That's
I
crazy.
went to a guard and asked whether she could do anything about animals that could be trapped in there. She told me not to worry about it, and
What?
they'd take care of it once there were fewer visitors.
Yeah.
A few minutes
Good night,
passed,
Bad
and the
Nutty.
scratching became much louder.
Yeah.
I went back to the guard and asked what kind of animals usually got stuck in there, and she said, wild animals.
Wild animal. That's not very
The
specific,
sound
man.
started to make visitors anxious. I remember one boy pulling so hard at his mother's hand, begging to leave.
You're gonna miss the Lincoln Looker hat,
One girl
Nutty.
with one of those canes went up to the chair and pressed her head against it to listen. Then she started crying.
Yeah.
Her parents tried to pull her away, but she just began to hit the chair with her cane.
She went crazy on that
Guards asked her
chair.
when to go back down the steps. I don't know why, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I felt compelled to help. So I went to the blind girl and joined her in hitting the marble.
Just with your bare
Guards
hands,
tried
that
to
must have
calm us
hurt.
down, but the scratching became too loud for even them. It sounded like someone was shaving down a chalkboard. Eventually, the marble began to crack, and a few more hits caused the crevice to expand all the way to the top of the chair.
Oh.
There was a sudden burst of air from the damage, and the head suddenly turned toward us.
Looking, that's the Lincoln looking.
So I picked the girl up and went down a few steps. The head slowly rotated back into place, and when it started to be pushed upwards, I took out my camera.
Convenient.
It was no wild animal.
Animal. Slaminal. Drinking a Danimal. Y'all remember Danimals? Was it Danimal? Danimals? There he is. Naughty and bad citizens get put in the Lincoln Monument. Naughty and bad citizens get put in the Lincoln Monument. Remember. Remember. Whenever you go to the Lincoln Memorial, just remember the president put someone he doesn't like in there. I'm gonna start telling random people. No, you cannot advertise to me. I don't care about coding. I don't need an online certificate.
The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung.
Special
She missed
tree.
her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung.
Timeline events. Here it is. There's the special tree. It's very special. Bye-bye, all guns. I think that's a different episode. American Civil War. Amazing tree. Yep, we keep a tree in the Washington Monument. Or is it the Washington Monument? Best tree ever. There it is. Ever wonder why it's just some weird stick? Now you know. It's because there's a tree in there. Hear the music within its walls. I've been there, you know. It was okay. I mean, it really was tall. Didn't get to hear the music, though. These Washington absentees. My kneecaps. Oh no, they're being extra creaky, aren't they? The Washington Standard operation. Oh, sweet stick fight videos. I love these. Apply butter to kneecaps. No, they'll make a mess. Get in the bucket. Sound waves. Bye! Average roller coaster tycoon level. Also, I don't know if you know this. Like, look at the people. This thing is huge. Wonder how they wrote that. "2003. I was 2 years old during this time. Yep, there it is. Oh. Nobody can focus their damn camera. Focus it, jeez. Oh. Huh. They should probably fix that. All 19 of Washington opposite. Well, there was 20. There was 20. You can't fool me. There was 20. Are you sure, Sammy? Yes, I'm sure. Want me to go back? 20 individuals. Okay, let me, like, instinctively mute it so I can... It's time for Delaware Double. Whoa, this one's a good one. Oh, that was... Oh, no, wait, I have to show you. Y'all know about Delaware?
Two fishermen have sent shockwaves across the nation. Around 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Ralph Grassman and Michael Tillman were reeling in the last batch of catfish and something on the ice caught their eye. He looked like a bicorn, one of those hats from way back when, said Grassman. The others of the two who also organized the trip.
This one always
Grassman walked
confused
on the ice
me.
to retrieve the hat. When he pulled back the hat from the ice, Tillman backed in shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the ice. Tillman walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassman, agreed to remove
Bicorn.
the rest of the body from the ice. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the fishermen were able to pull the entire body from the ice with no further damage. Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tim exclaimed in shock when he reportedly saw the individual's eyelid twitch. Grassman suggested to immediately take
Hey, a minute, I saw that.
the individual's eyelid
He'd slow down, enhance.
twitch.
Oh.
Grassman
Enhance.
suggested twitch.
Dang it. It's not letting me do the thing where I can go back a frame. Oh, there we go. Can you moonwalk? No, I cannot. Okay, back to normal speed.
Grassman suggests to immediately take the body home and attempt to revive the frozen man. They proceed to carry it back to Grassman's apartment. They laid the body in a full bathtub, gradually raising the water's temperature throughout the night to prevent shock. Grassman claims to have learned this technique from a pulp magazine he had read as a child. At 2 a.m. the following morning, Tillman claimed that an individual briefly regained consciousness and shouted, "Victory or death," while Grassman rested in the living room. By 7 a.m., the frozen individual appeared to have relapsed into a deep coma, which prompted Grassman to phone the local authorities. And that's why he hadn't called medical personnel earlier. Grassman told reporters that he didn't want to risk the lives of the first responders, who had been driving on slippery roads in the dark. Shortly after being phoned, paramedics arrived and rushed the frozen man to the Delaware State Hospital. Throughout the experience, both fishermen thought that the individual's face seemed vaguely familiar. It was only when Tillman pulled out a dollar bill that the connection was fully made. When we first dug him out, we moved his clothes so that we could carry him more easily. Clothes weighed a ton because they were completely frozen over. By day, if we saw the clothes without ice, then we could have no doubt that we dug out George Washington. Although Delaware State Hospital has declined to comment on the identity and the condition of the man, Grassman brought the bicorn hat from the previous day to the Delaware History Museum, where historians confirm to be an authentic piece from the 18th century.
First of all, why is he doing down there? Second of all, Delaware isn't frozen the entire time. That lake would have been like frozen and unfrozen for years.
The former president had become gravely ill while crossing the Delaware River.
Third of all,
the death of Washington could have been devastating to the war effort, so his condition was likely kept secret by having a double acting as the president until 1797. And asked for an explanation to why the body had been found so far from the site of the battle, Grassman replied, "He either drifted away or his men purposely planted it far away so that no one could find it." During Saturday's morning press conference, President Dean shared his thoughts on the discovery.
Does this one ever get
I'm surprised.
Thank you, James Dean. I don't know. I don't remember this one ever getting explained. Ceased operations. Okay, hide this, mute this. the fact that there's just a frozen George Washington that it's just never mentioned again. Dammy Fox, Sammy Fox. Oh, right now I remember.
During the first winter of the center's
I think this guy's voice is weird, but according to comments, there's like recordings of it, and apparently Rockefeller just sounds like this.
Uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no-man's land. But this tree, humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons,
Ohio?
and cans, greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times,
Damn it. I keep forgetting to... Sorry. I don't think there is a way to show me something with YouTube, unfortunately.
during the first winter of the center's construction, the workers set up a Christmas tree just outside the entrance. It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no-man's land. But this tree, humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans, greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the
Sound like I get
darkest
shit is? I do not,
the
sorry.
American people will light the
Unless you're being
beacons of
sarcastic, then you're completely right.
I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring
Zoom in? Zoom
tradition.
into what? Zoom into what?
I traveled north to Babylon in of times.
What do you want me to zoom into?
The American people will light the beacons with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans, greatly affected me. It demonstrated
This image? I don't... Yeah, I've seen American Anatomy. The guy on the far right. This guy. It's you. It's me? Me? It's me? How is this? I guess. Is this me? What? It's just a shadow. I think that's just because of the poor picture quality. Cameras at this time were just like that.
that even in the darkest of times, the American people will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a
Babylon.
Christmas tree for the following year.
Where the heck is Babylon? It was kind of funny.
For 12 days and 12 nights, Mr. Rockefeller looked for the best tree in the forest.
Yep.
How about this one, Mr.
Average
Rockefeller?
Italian? What?
No, no, it's much too short.
Stop
How
it.
about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too tall. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too average.
Make him...
Mr.
Stop being so
Rockefeller
picky.
feared that he would leave empty-handed. Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love. He and his men followed the song and found themselves at the base of a very, very special tree.
This all could have been prevented if he just wasn't so picky about trees.
Perfect. For the rest of the night,
A
the
tree's a
men
tree, it
axes
works.
at the special tree. Chop, chop, chop. However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. Their axes had left no marks at all.
And that should have been a sign that you shouldn't.
The next day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around the tree. 3, 2, 1, boom! Yet, the special tree continued to stand. Mr. Rockefeller was
Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. Maybe you should have taken a hint.
decided to hire the best team of grave diggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years.
3 years!
Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the grave diggers work. He would pick the next 3 best trees.
Let's see, there were trees good enough.
But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
For the last 2 years,
Look at him in the stupid hat.
seldom mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to workplace accidents. Indeed, I have seen enough accidents in 3 lifetimes, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened at the center.
Toward... Yeah, don't ask
For
me.
some time now, my friends have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the
Wonder.
public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
Can't stand this oil man. Had enough of him.
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan, Rockefeller's men slowly raised the special tree. Heave ho! Heave ho!
Call me John D because I'm about a Rockefeller.
By the afternoon, the special tree stood tall and still.
Yay.
It was unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves.
It really sucked. Why did...
New York, Mr. Guardia thought that the tree was too bare and asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung. Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was. But since Mayor Guardia had been one of his best friends,
Are you from Europe?
Rockefeller
No.
asked his men to
From
glue
America.
branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed
Say
branches
fuck,
on the
okay.
special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase
What
a
anyone
little
with a special
flower
tree?
because I
Yeah,
was
I don't know,
the
because
very person
he's
to
stupid.
decorate the Rockefeller
Stupid oil man.
It laid in my pocket while I watched, because I planned to hang my ornament as soon as the tree was standing. After the final branch had been added and all the men left, I quickly ran up to the tree. But to my astonishment, the lowest branch of the tree was over twice my height. I jumped as high as I could, but still, the lowest branch
Virginia,
was out
no.
of my reach. I was very disappointed.
You say
I
bad
wanted
words. I
to be
mean,
very
if I feel like it, I'm
frustrated.
21. I can say whatever I want.
But now I had no chance. Unless I called my friends. At once, I began counting my friends.
Not
by
often,
my
though.
fingers. There was Helen, Charles,
Damn, this kid's got 10 friends?
Alice, Joseph, Elsie, Orville, Edith, Olive, and Philip. 10 friends.
Well,
that
of
I
course
could
you
ask
don't. You're
for
only
help.
9.
Then I realized that 10 friends standing on each other's
Where are these
shoulders
kids' parents?
put me at the very top of the Christmas tree. My star should be the first and the tallest. Without a second to spare, I ran from door to door, asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Elizabeth, are you there? Eventually, I gathered all 10 of my friends at the bottom of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder
This isn't
for me to
safe,
climb to the top.
Virginia.
My friends understood my excitement, and they quickly started to climb onto each other's
This is not OSHA approved.
Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers. Ow! Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers. Ow! Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's
How does this
fingers.
actually work? I don't know.
Many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder, and I began to climb.
I don't think children can make a ladder out of themselves, I'm gonna be honest.
Before I knew it, I was at the very top.
This whole series is just a lot of bad decisions, one after another.
And occasionally felt like it was about to collapse. But I tuned out the movement and focused on the tree. Closer, friend, closer. Then I secured the metal star at the top of the tree. It was perfect. Hooray! Victory! I'm the first!
Yay!
Just then, there was a strange sound. The tree began to shake.
Uh-oh.
Its glued branches fell off all at once, and the entire tree slowly bent backwards. Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow. My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the
I'm
ground.
sorry to hear that, Dominus.
Bolts of lightning then shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms. The lightning scared my friends and me. We all tumbled to the ground and ran in all directions, but the lightning caught up to us. I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a field of special trees, and I saw...
Nope. Nope.
In a flash, I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt. I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different.
Uh-oh.
And the special tree was nowhere in sight.
Where'd it go?
It is only natural for the reader at this point
I do.
wonder why the incident has been referred to as a
I play
tragedy.
Splatoon.
There had been no loss of life.
Oh yeah, Mystery Flesh Pit. I've been meaning to look into that.
Scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I too assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event, likely an electrical accident.
Do you have a PlayStation? Yeah, but I can't stream with it because it acts messed up.
I was grateful that every life involved had been spared. A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
Screw you.
My mom and pa visited me at the hospital.
My pa.
Completely different. Ma looked worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your bear at the Rockefeller tree?" I answered, "It wasn't a bear.
Who hangs a bear on a tree?
To which they asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you helped me put on this morning." To which they asked,
"What do you mean?"
My ma then asked, "Why are there dots all over your face?" I answered, "Those are my
Messed up that freckles don't exist in this universe. Evil. What do you mean?
My parents quietly left my bed and talked to my friend's parents. Then they all started to cry and yell.
Whoa.
The nurses made them leave, which made me feel better. None of us thought that our real parents had visited, but they all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially shaken. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents.
Whoa.
The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to properly greet them after we healed. But it was hard to believe. Whenever I looked out the window, I saw that Manhattan looked different from memory.
Manhattan, huh?
himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital.
This man be Hatton.
He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American
Imagine
history.
you get, like, messed up in the hospital and someone asks you about American history.
Until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was. He chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer,
Average Manhattan goer.
more scared. Mr. Rockefeller quietly
Welcome back,
for
5K.
a while.
It's okay, I can't spell either.
And left. That evening, the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we
I get
hadn't
had a.
broken
Oh my
any
god,
bones.
that's so messed up.
Usually, those taking the x-rays are more than happy to show their patients what the pictures looked like. But when I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me.
Whoa.
I didn't fall asleep that night. I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door. I heard one sentence over and over. Everything's backward.
Try flipping it the other
I
way.
wonder what they meant by that. I never told my friends because I didn't want to scare them. But I spent
3
the rest of the
cottages.
night with my hand to my chest, wondering if my heart was ever on the right side.
Oh, there he is.
Several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to.
I eat toenails for all this is known. Yes, of course.
Deeply unsettled that they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger.
Messed up.
They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children. The majority of differences
Are Manhattan people
involved
invisible?
altered
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't been.
and the inability to recognize familiar locations and characters, such as their parents and their homes. 2 boys
There they are.
claimed to have names
You want to destroy
different
Manhattan?
to those that their mothers had given them at birth.
I've never been to Manhattan.
All the discrepancies, the most bizarre was their faulty recollections of notable persons and events. For instance, each of the affected children claimed that I
Manhattan Project, right, Manhattan.
in America through an
Manhattan is
oil
known
company.
for bombs
It is common knowledge
and,
that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in
Rockefeller.
But to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being
John D. Rockefeller
odd.
looks weird.
The families were agonized by the children's behavior. Some continue to search for their real children. I support their endeavors, for I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria.
Oh, he has to flip the page.
Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that
Yeah,
I
why didn't you just
planted the tree.
choose a normal tree? Like, you found 3 other trees that were perfect.
The removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have. Perhaps I never had the opportunity to select another tree. Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our destinations. I
Kinda zoned out. What's going on?
that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
I think you're deflecting responsibility, Mr. Rockefeller. I'm about a Rockefeller. believe that the greatest trees that there too. I've seen it wandering the plaza on many occasions. Oh man, more than any tree. Rockefeller? You don't know? John D. Rockefeller? By the way, the tree has legs and just walks around. Alright. Ooh, Canyon Crown's next. What time is it for you? Oh, this is one of the good ones. It's 11. It's also Friday, so I don't... Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that they kind of establish things and never really... My... Nope. What? Don't play it. There we go. Windows Movie Maker. Wow. The Grand Canyon's kinda boring. Not much there. Just a lot of cliffs. And not a lot of water. Or anything really. Saw something really weird. Whoa. Is America any good? In some places. It really depends. It's a huge country, so it really depends on where you go. Whoa. There it goes. Whoa. Vinegar. I love vinegar. There's dinosaurs in Ohio. You can usually find dinosaur bones. Well, they're being digged up now. It really depends. Yeah, Ohio? I think so. I mean, they're technically all over the place. I know there's a tar pit somewhere. Rock on! Vinegar is my favorite seasoning to put on chicken wings. Oh, where is it? Punch out Velociraptor. Were Velociraptors found in Ohio? Where is it? Where is it? Oh. I can make that sound too. Hello? What you doing over there? Oh. Can't really get a good look of it. I'll tell you what state I live in. I live in a constant state of panic. Look out for cliffs. Ah. Cringe. It's Mr. Squirrel. Don't say that in front of Mr. Squirrel. We did a little research and found out what we saw. It's called the Canyon Noglin. or canyon crown. This is vinegar to shrink its huge head back into its body. My dad said the reason we wanted to find Maya. Maya's a mediocre 3D modeling program. I prefer Blender. No one cares about soup. Oh! Here's a bunch of headless people at the Grand Canyon. Thanks for watching! Lauren! Thank you, Lauren. Kinda sounds like screaming at the end. Alright. What happens? I don't think it's ever really explained. I think the body just... Oh, this is the last one of the season. I don't care about Vikings. Alright. Last one. For the night. Part 1. Sculptor. Liberty must stand in the Capitol Dome. Oh, certainly. Capes, yeah, that would work. Change your cap. Begin the cast. But I'm sleepy. Okay, we can watch a little bit more. Freedom will difficulty cast. 3 weeks later. Is freedom on our way? Drinking G Fuel, no. Especially speaking, my Mr. Guy died. You will see the statue, sorry. That like a fan-made movie? Oh, that would be fun. Mina Crawford. I'll pull up. On what? There's nothing in my room I can use a pull-up for. A statue that looks like me. Great image.
Non abbiamo avuto notizie di papà per un po' di giorni. È già successo in passato, dato che è seduto
15
alla
push-ups?
tavola
No.
per tanto tempo. Ma la mamma oggi era molto preoccupata. È andata nel suo studio dopo avermi messo a letto. 15 aprile. Mamma è tornata a casa stanotte. È andata dritta verso la sua
Straight to
stanza.
her home.
16 aprile. Oggi è venuto nel sportello.
Let's
Ha
pause
chiesto di
her.
papino e poi è andato nella stanza
Was
del
crying, she
bagno.
kept yelling.
Un paio di minuti dopo sono arrivati più uomini. Mamma stava piangendo. Continuava a gridare: lei ha i suoi occhi, lei ha i suoi occhi. Ero
Speaking of
spaventata.
fan movie, I remember a fan vid of the Miami based baseball and Babe Ruth. I think I saw that.
Come la statua sarebbe stata messa in una nave chiamata Monarch.
Can you do a pull-up? No.
E l'ho trovata accorata là vicino. Accanto alla nave c'erano alcune scatole. Papi della libertà erano in
Each
ciascuna di
crawled into
esse.
the box and was
Ne
empty.
sono intrufolata in una scatola
Liz,
vuota.
I felt a spirit around freedom.
Sento il suo spirito vicino alla libertà. 21 aprile. Sono molto affamata. Le scatole sono legate con una
Hey, this is near my birthday. Like Curly getting dragged. Being cut it. And something big coming out of the box. Was it Papa? Or more sounds. Like wood being broken. Anyway, you got to look at that. Isn't Papa? But it has his eyes. Food I think I've been selling the box was the only place to hide. I broke the thing with Papa's eyes. I'm scared that they will. But then we'll open my box or I'll just put together afraid of making noise. Or again when I'm on land. I feel bad for this little girl. Oh, I skipped my birthday. Took me today. It held me as I ran through the jungle. Caving after it let me down on the ground. It started fire hitting its arm against the rocks. Yeah. It saved her, but it took her from the boat, but then... At dawn, they are heavy, each hanging over a large sculpture. So it'll be that. Is the what? Goddess of freedom. Each crate was fastened with ropes and scorching. No sliding is possible if we get into at noon. We landed in Gibraltar. At dawn, the ship took ours. Enter without the tar, would have sunk in 3 days. Uh-oh. Gibraltar. That reminds me of an inside joke with my friends, but it wouldn't make any sense if I said it out loud. Sounds like a Microsoft Sam. That's what concern looks like. There they go. Whee! There they go. Slipping and sliding. Bleeding Kansas. Extreme force. Youch. Good that he's finding. Yeah, it is. Oh god. That's not a good sign. Did it move? Okay, it didn't move. I was just saying things. I'm using a little bit about everything. Whatever is on the radio. Oh. Yeah, that'd make me leave.
The human remains were collected and sent to the morgue, while the sculpture was cleaned and lifted out. The statue's blade, held in its right hand, matched the cuts present on the downed trees. Despite the fantastical implications of this detail, the Gibraltar police force officially concludes that the work of the
Wind, yeah.
has not been opened the result of heavy winds.
Yeah.
During a secondary investigation, a journal was discovered in the cabin. A translation of its Italian text is in progress.
Philip Reed. Wind, yeah.
The tight-knit wooden ship.
Sounds like something I would hear on the History Channel.
Instead, a tall, wounded woman sleeping in its vessel, donning a helmet wrapped in a robe, clutching a sword and a damaged shield.
Are these videos war propaganda? No.
The captain, a violent conflict with freedom at the port in Gibraltar. They tell me inside her is the blaster, and I walk away, silently believing freedom craved liberation so terribly she tried to take it for herself. But off the ship, she was dragged away. Freedom locked up
What are these videos? It's Monument Mythos.
in chains. They tell me I have to take it out of her. So hook, rope, peel, and pull. When it was done, freedom stood motionless. Freedom stood still. I see the final bronze woman, and I feel as if, maybe even hope, she is only dormant now, and will awaken again.
So if you don't know, this is a statue that likes to cover itself in human flesh. Oh. Hey, no. Hey. Get out of here. Can you play slap pass? No. There are no hot girls here. I would know. There are girls here. There's a girl here on the stream, but not a hot one. Oh, I didn't mean to scroll down. So if you don't know what just happened, so there's the Statue of Freedom, peeking down through the doorway. That's the sound of it covering itself in someone's flesh. And there's it covered in flesh. Yes, it is a form of analog horror. What's the name of the fan one that you... Those... Kansas? Oh, there it is. I found it. And Fenway Freak, okay. Found Bleeding Kansas. It's caught moving. Got the JPEG artifact still on the... JPEG artifacts, sir. The JPEG artifacts. Oh, there he goes. Oh. I was not... That's not... Wait a minute. That's not how an arrow fires. That's a gun. Hello? 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 Yoo-hoo. Hello?
Scope Hill Observatory. How can I help you?
Hello, I was hoping to report something. Odd, you could say.
What is it that you wish to report?
Alright, I saw a comet in the sky, just now.
A comet?
Yes, right outside of Topeka actually.
Topeka.
That's strange. We aren't expecting any comets to be over Kansas for quite some time. You said it was outside of Topeka, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Mom, do you know which coordinates the
Mom,
comet
ma'am.
is currently flying over?
Let me check.
It takes a while to check coordinates.
It's...
Error. Error.
Do you need me to say it again?
No, we got it. Thank you.
Go to the object's course. Topeka. There it goes. Oh, oh. Oh, it's swerving. He's throwing a curveball. I didn't even know you could do that with arrows. Can you shred the guitar? I used to be able to play the guitar, actually. Not much anymore. It's 5:30 a.m. We're almost close to getting past Five Nights at Freddy's. This is what happened when we beat Night 5. Why'd you give up? I was busy.
Something fell out of the sky. Something just fell out of the fucking sky.
Hey, watch your language.
Sir, I'm going to need you to calm down.
Sorry if I sound hectic, but I heard a massive boom and want to call just in case anything bad happened.
That's all right, sir. Now, tell me what happened as best as you can.
All right. I was watching from the diner on Commerce Street, this giant ball of white and gray flying through the air. Damn near a few meters from hitting the town. It was sunrise, but you could still make it out clear as day.
It sure did.
Massive
Why do I hear quacks? Quack. Do you guys hear that too? I'm not watching Coco Melon.
Not where I can see.
What's with the quacks?
Did you see anything falling off from the asteroid as it went down?
Quack. Quack.
I only saw some like specks coming off of it, but from its tail. I'm not sure what that was about.
Was there anything else?
Yes, ever since it went through over our heads, it's begun to smell real bad. It could just be from where I am, but it smells funky here.
It smells funky, oh god. It's got that stank.
Is that all?
I believe so, yeah.
Aggressive typing.
All right, we'll send over a police unit and a fire crew to investigate.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
No more ducks, though. Quack. I can make duck noises, though. So what happened? What happened? What happened? Explain. Oh, there it is. It landed on the ground. Notes. To push the arrow first contact with... Youch, that's hot. Ring around the arrow. Ooh, it's got a dark aura. Look out. Fire rescue suffered burns and exposed skin. They were transported to the local hospital with first degree burns. MSV, what? I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that's not good. Do you go to bed at 8:30? I go to bed when I feel like it. You even got Nebraska. What's an MSV? Rising case of fever, headache, nausea, and hair loss following the arrow's launch. So they're reporting similar findings. Confirmed dead. A lot? Oh. It's like 3. It's 11:18. And the arrow radiation could spread further via wind. I knew the wind was dangerous. Road travel. Left Topeka 10 minutes after blast before it stopped inside Ashland. Affected not only thousands of citizens, but thousands of acres of wheat and corn production as well. Oh no! Initial launch site. Can radiation carry like that? Is radiation infectious? Crash site. Radiation zone drawn in MS Paint. Oh. That's not good. Pinhead and Hazy Daisy. Alright, let me... Finway Freak. Got randomly recommend this stream. Cool. Finway... Not Frank, Freak. I think I've seen this one before, but you can show it on stream. Rich. Babe Ruth is missing. Oh no. He's important, I think. Red Sox player Babe Ruth reported missing in the New York Daily Times. Same news about potential sale of Ruth New York Yankees a month prior. Woo! Woo! Park opened in 1912 and adding modernized scoreboard and land. The changes were requested by the Red Sox official in the city of Boston. The federal government. Neat. Feeling a menstruated and the terrible urge to cry while attending. That's just what going to a baseball game at like is like. It sucks. There's nothing to do. People have a chance of reporting these feelings over reports games when the Red Sox would be winning. It's all about the Mets. All about the Mets, baby. Let's go, Mets. Who are the Mets? Says the visitor of Boston Like, pressured with the chance of feeling like pressured the Red Sox to about investigate Fenway Park. Hired an independent team to investigate the park. Officials mocked the public for wanting to look at the team players before their walls, reminding them that the team has not won a World Series title in 40 years. Findings were not released until the early 90s. Oh, wait, no, that's da 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 da. Oh, wait. Nothing else. When did I mention the ADA? Wearing a monster hat and cool shades. Me? No. What? Can't tell when this is being recorded. Or where. Not when, I know when. Like, where in the... Under student investigators, they had conducted a poor investigation that they had caused damage to the park by agitating it. The park is angry. The person reports the park owners call-outs for determined investigators. Officials did nothing but label these freak accidents. You stream for a living? I mean, more of a hobby. So Freak makes its first appearance. Camera movement could use some work. Also, I can tell this is just a still image that's being transformed around. Where is the freak? Show me the freak. He's just a gray orb. DJ music? Why? Oh, it's a crown. Okay. One plan area when they launched coordinated release of classified documents for this Fenway Freak. Fenway Park falls with it. Degent? I don't know what degent music is. Video, which the group calls a big ruse. Richard collection probably got help from my shows. Worth squat, stay for them, rather receive from this bastard's friend. Silver Yuri, but I did not bleed. So to buy Ruth, I needed no money in, but Ruth was worth it. Shoes won't be put on. She was not doing well. But he will not die. Oh, I see. On one condition. And avenge Fawns. Northern Park. I see. Oh. Those expansion. God bless America. I didn't know Babe Ruth, like, cursed the Red Sox in real life. Appeared since 2003. That was pretty good. Oh, thank y'all for coming. 2 streams in a row tonight. Wow. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 11:30. Supposedly a sportsman's done this by which. Oh, okay. That's funny. I do like to think that Babe Ruth is capable of dark spells, though. That would be pretty funny. Good night, everybody. No, I gotta sleep. Ember Mythos. So, remind me that next time we watch Monument Mythos. How about that? Good night. No, I don't want to chug G Fuel. Bye bye. Whee. Good night. Sleep tight. Who knows what I'll do tomorrow? It's mystery.